My name's Steve Armstrong, and I am presently serving as the Social Studies Consultant for the Connecticut State Department of Education. Before that, my career is a 40-year career. I don't know if I should be happy or sad about that, but a 40-year career as both a high school and a college instructor, administrator, always related to social studies and history. And I also served a term as president of National Council for the Social Studies, the major organization of social studies teachers in America. So, you know, I can honestly say this, in 40 years of teaching, I've loved it. I mean, I've loved engaging with students. I've loved engaging with ideas. I've loved engaging with adults and fellow teachers and talking about the craft. It's been a great time, but I want to say in all honesty that in the last couple of years, it's sad for me to say I've seen teachers under heat, social studies teachers getting heat that I've never seen in my career. And I know this isn't in all social studies, and I know this isn't in all districts, but boy, it breaks my heart to see good teachers, you know, who are under the gun for teaching things, in many cases, that they don't actually teach. I mean, I follow closely in Connecticut the debate over critical race theory. And I'll tell you, if somehow somebody taught teachers how to teach that, I missed the memo, because I've never heard of any instruction in anything like this. So, you know, I think that I agree parents should be interested in what their kids teach, what their kids learn. They should be interested in what the teachers teach. But I think at some point, teachers are professionals, and there has to be an assumption that they're doing their job. I mean, I work with student teachers every year, and what I would always say to them, don't bring your political ideology into the classroom. If you're going to have political discussions, don't talk about what you believe. And I know there's some outliers, but I think, have faith, most teachers don't rigorously shy away from their own political beliefs. So I feel bad when teachers are blamed for sort of spouting their political beliefs, because I think they don't do that, by and large. Again, are there a couple outliers? I'm sure there are. And what this is doing is, you know, I mean, Connecticut, where I'm from, has largely avoided some of these worst laws. But the laws that are being passed in states, you know, where certain topics can only be taught in a certain way, when parents have a right to review curriculum, when books are being removed from you know, this in my opinion is tremendously limiting to what kids learn and to what kids will eventually be able to do. Because I think if anybody that's a teacher, you can't teach historical topics without it being somewhat controversial and provoking. I mean, I can't imagine teaching the subject like the Holocaust in a neutral way without it being somehow provoking. So I feel for the teachers, because I think teachers, and as I'm sure everybody knows, during the time of COVID, during the time of masks, teaching has been a very, very difficult thing. And I'm amazed at the efforts that teachers have made. And again, it saddens me to see especially social studies teachers, you know, attacked the way they are. I think probably some bad effects of that is there's teachers that are self-censoring, that, you know what, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not going to say anything the least bit controversial. That hurts what's going on in the classroom. And I've seen, again, my lens in Connecticut is some darn good teachers that have just quit. They say they're not going to take this anymore. So the worst thing that bothers me is somebody who's involved in teacher education and with student teachers. My fear is we're going to have less people interested in getting into the profession. That we're going to have young people in a time, by the way, where we need good teachers more than ever to help them understand what's going on in the United States, to what's going on in the world. We need good teachers. My fear is with laws made in different states and perhaps sometime in the future in Connecticut, when we most desperately need good teachers, we won't have them. So I would just say from my perspective, teachers are working hard. Teachers are trying to provide multiple perspectives. And I'm proud of the people in Connecticut that are teaching. And I sympathize for what they're going through.